All right, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thursday. Good wave. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. All right. Well, this one is for you today, Mr. Rodriguez. So the word for today is, and I just lost it. Okay. The word for today is pledge. Pledge. Have you pledged to do something lately? Like if you look at the definition, it's a pledge is a serious promise, a serious commitment to do something, to stay the course. It can be a vow, it can be an oath, it can be a personal guarantee, but like a pledge is something that like is burning deep in you and you're like, I'm putting this out there to the world. So there's no going back. It's like to give your word like formally, informally, but something that you're planning on, like, I'm going to follow through with this thing. It's just deeper than the casual intent, like, oh, I might do it if I feel like it, you know? Um, so I'm going to bring this to a lot of you are a part of our profession. By the way, if you're a part of our profession, we have a call today at 2 p.m. It's really going to be a great call, Mr. Todd Falcone. So get the word out to your team. And the flyers have been going up everywhere. So if you've gotten the flyer, you know where the flyer is. Maybe you can put a one in the comment. Let us know you're seeing them. Um, but where I was wanting to go today with pledge is two things. If you've got a burning desire to do something, I think it's always better to announce it to the world. Like to look at people and say, I'm going here. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. And I'm not stopping till it happens. I'm going to start the 75-day challenge and I announce it to the world where I feel like, has anybody ever done the 75-day hard challenge? It's easy to quit on yourself when you didn't tell nobody. But what if you've got accountability? What if you've got people? It's kind of what my call was about last night was accountability. Like that's a pledge. I'm making an oath. I'm making a statement. I'm making accountability. And too many times I see like people come in, I'm going to use this profession for instance, and they do it if it feels good. But if any time it gets hard, it's like I'm taking my ball, I'm going to a different court. I'm out of here. And it's like if we never take an oath, if we never take a pledge, we're going to spend a life of running from one playing field to the next. It's never good enough. The people are never helping me enough. The people are not serving me enough. But there tends to be a trend. Unless I anchor in and go, you know what? No, I'm getting off that last 20 pounds of stubbornness. No, I'm not leaving this company. I feel good about it. I'm here. I'm locking in. I'm going to build, right? Or maybe it's that pesky relationship with a friend you might have that you're like, you know what? But it's worth fighting for. So I pledge, I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to have the hard conversations. Like we're going to talk. Buffy, I see Buffy in the picture right there. She just came up. So, hey, Buffy. All right. So to me, that's pledge. Like whatever it is you got going on right now in your life, it's like pledging to just forge through, keep fighting, stay the course through the ups and downs, through the challenges. But I would highly encourage you to announce it to somebody. Like go do a Facebook Live, tell everybody, I'm about to get these 20 pounds of stubbornness off. And I'm pledging to all of you guys, we're doing it. So, what it means to pledge to something and why it's important. Number one, it lets everybody know you're all in. It lets people know you're all in. Do you want to follow someone that's like halfway in, might be in for a week or two? No, we want to follow somebody that's all in. You can feel it. So pledging establishes trust with your people that you're all in. It builds accountability. Like if you're wishy-washy and you're jumping around, right? And you're always like, I'm losing weight, now I'm not losing weight, I'm eating ice cream, and I'm gonna go build a business until somebody makes me mad and then I'm stopping, right? Or it's it's hard for people to think that you're accountable, like that you're trustworthy, like that they can lock in with you. And a person that never pledges, one of the things I found, it said they'll never build momentum. Never. They'll chase it, try to find it, but they can never build momentum because they're not locking in and announcing, hey, I'm all in here. I am all in. So, anyway, that's my thought around pledge. It's more than just words. To me, it's a bridge between intention and actually action. And if I want the action so that I can grow, I got to go make the pledge. So, Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Great lesson, coach.
Yeah, thank you.
So, what I saw, okay, was we pledge according to our values, and our actions reveal the depth of that pledge, right? So, think about the things that we pledge ourselves to, right? The things that we commit ourselves to, and, whatever it may be. Maybe, and I've never pledged that I'm going to go to the gym, so we're just going to pretend there. I'm going to try to put myself in that space because it's so much bigger. When I hear that word, it's so much bigger, but we're going to pretend. So if I pledge that I'm going to go to the gym, well, my actions are going to reveal how much I actually meant it, right? So if I pledge it, and then my gym membership is like my current gym membership in that I lovingly pay for the YMCA every single month. And then I don't even wave at it because I'm not even in the same state right now, right? So that would show that the depth of my pledge there is very shallow, right? So we can say one thing, but our actions are what make it actually come true and how we prove that we actually mean it. So what I looked into is, okay, this sounds great. The only pledge I can think of is the Pledge of Allegiance, right? So how do I pledge if that's my only frame of reference? So first of all, I've got to write it down. A pledge feels real when you see it on paper. Think of that marriage license, right? That felt really real, right? When you got it on paper and how exciting that was and all of that good stuff. So if you're pledging like Tammy, I see you in here and you're like senior officer, senior officer, senior officer. All right, go write it down. And I'm going to say something really crazy, really old fashioned. Maybe this is my age, but like I'm talking a pen to paper, right? Not even those fingertips to the keyboard, which I think there's weight to that, but I really think that that pen, there you go, George, that pen to paper really puts it more, just makes it more depth. And when we actually take that effort, it allows us to really feel it. Next, and Coach just talked about it, say it out loud. Right? Say it out loud. I pledge to hit senior officer before, I don't know, whatever date you got there, Tammy. Let us know. We want to hear it, right? Say it out loud because declaring your pledge to someone, right, to someone else builds that accountability. And man, is that accountability powerful. I can't wait to watch last night's Zoom so I can hear more about what Coach was saying on there because it truly is a needle mover in so many places of our life. Next is to start small. Pledge to daily habits that align with your bigger dreams. So if my goal is to climb Mount Everest, it is not, that sounds terrifying, but let's pretend. Well, I can't just pledge to do that. I got to pledge to all the little things that I don't even know what it comprise to get me to that place. So you got to start smaller so that you can build on it so that you can get to the bigger thing. And with that, I have to be very, very specific. So if I tell you, I'm going to try to be more on time. How confident do you feel right there? Probably not. You know that you're going to be waiting for me because I just said I'll try to be on time. But if I say I pledge to show up on time, I pledge to be there when I say I'm going to be there, well, you're going to probably feel a little bit more confident that Andrea Rosser will be where she's supposed to be when she says it. So be very specific when you make a pledge to yourself and to others. Break it down into some smaller pieces and be specific about it. And then next, we've got to make sure we revisit it. And I think about when I think about our why, right? That's something that can be in the back of our minds, but it's also something that we can kind of push aside when, like Coach said, when things aren't quite as easy, right? It can be really easy to just kind of push that down a little bit, and we can put our blinders on when we need to, and we can look away from the things that we really want. And I think a pledge is the same way. So we need to make sure that we're checking in and say, okay, where did I pledge myself in this lifetime, in this week, in this year? Where have I pledged myself? And how am I living it out? Are those actions supporting my pledge? Where am I where am I at in there? Sorry guys, I have marbles today, but just bear with me. And then lastly, we want to connect our pledge to our values. So pledges actually stick when they're connected to what matters most to you. So if you do not care at all about turtles, which is a weird thing not to care about, but if you don't care at all about turtles, you're like, I don't care, but you make a pledge to go rescue all the turtles from somewhere that turtles need rescuing from. I don't know anything about turtles. If you make that pledge, but you don't actually care, what are the odds that you're going to keep it, right? They're probably really, really low. So we want to make sure that when we are pledging to something, it actually aligns with what is truly important to us. And we're not just doing it to maybe please somebody else or whatever it may be, or we think this is important. Make sure that it's tied to something that's actually important to you. So, George, thank you so much for this word today. Loved it. That was a good one. And Coach, great lesson. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Great lesson, George. This was amazing. And we didn't see any birthdays today. So if it is your birthday, please let us know in the comments, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. We hope you have a rocking Thursday out there, and we'll see you back tomorrow to close out the week. Have a great one,
Love you
guys.
guys. Have a great
That's
day.
it.
Thank you.